folks, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead. This is my pressure canner. I'm going to put it to a different use today. I'm going to use it to cook down these 4 frozen laying hens. Now I could put them in this big pot and let them boil all day, but if you put them in the pressure canner and you add the water and you pressure can it at about 10 pounds for an hour or so, this stuff should slip right off the bones. It's been years since I've done it, so we'll wait and see. Now what I've done here is I've added the water about a little over 1/3 full, almost half full, and garlic and salt and pepper. And I'm just going to put the lid on this, and it's turned on, and when it gets up to steam and it vents for 10 minutes, I'm going to turn it down and put the pressure gauge on it, and I'm just going to let it go till I think it's done. Now, yesterday you saw me boil down, cook down in this pressure canner 4 laying hens. Amazingly enough, laying hens are usually really tough because they're older, but doing them in a pressure cooker, they came out so tender we had some for supper. Now, the leftover meat I have separated from the bones, and I have drained the broth from the boil down process, and we are going to can chicken base. We're going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in each jar, and then we're going to top it up with broth, and we're going to cook it at 90 minutes at 10 pounds pressure. Now, I could make this into soup and can it just as easily, but this makes it more versatile. I can open up one of these jars later on this winter, drop it into the crock pot, throw in a cup of rice and some dehydrated vegetables and turn it on low, and at the end of the day I have chicken and rice. So I mean, you can make soup if you eat a lot of soup, but this chicken and broth just makes it a whole lot more versatile. Now we're going to fill this up to 1 inch from the top of the jar. Always, always, always wipe your rims and your thread. If I can find my little magnet. We take a lid. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, thanks for reminding me, folks. I almost forgot to debubble. That would have been a huge error on my part. We debubble. Give it another wipe, just in case we splashed. Put a lid on. And in the canner it goes. 4 laying hens gave us supper last night, and 6 more suppers for this winter. We'll be back when the canner's full. There we go, folks. 6 1-liter jars of chicken in broth. And I'm going to put the lid on this, and I'm going to process this at 10 pounds pressure for 90 minutes. Of course, after letting the steam vent for 10 minutes, then I will start my timing after I put the weight on and it begins to jiggle and all that fun stuff. There it is, folks. 6 jars of chicken and broth fresh out of the canner. You know, canning season is, I'm grateful to say, pretty much over, other than a few little things and some dehydrating. So there won't be as many videos as there has been up to now, unless I find some other subject matter. But this is, until next time, this is the Mrs. Wolfie saying, cozy up, winter's coming. Have a good day. Bye-bye.